Hey guys, welcome back. So for today's video, I have a chit chat, get ready with me. I love these videos. I love watching them and I love filming them because they're so laid back. It's literally just like we're girlfriends hanging out, getting ready, talking about stuff. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. And this video is gonna be very long, so you've been warned. I have a pretty good mix today of drugstore and high-end things, and in case I go on a rant or something, just check down below in the description box because I'm gonna try to go through all the products that I use, but you know, sometimes when I talk, I just start going and I forget like what I'm actually doing and I forget to show you guys what I'm using, so just check down below. Also, don't mind my hair. I just got out of the shower, so my hair is like, you know, air drying, but you guys understand. So I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to grab a snack, grab your makeup and your brushes, and let's get ready together. Okay, so I just put my hair back just to kind of get it out of my face. I'm gonna be using two different eyeshadow palettes today. I don't know which one I want to use, so that's why I'm gonna just combine both. So the first one is the NYX Grind palette. I got this at Ulta. This was the $25 eyeshadow palette that I was telling you guys about that I thought was kind of pricey for drugstore. And then yesterday in PR, I literally just got this and I'm so excited. This is the e.l.f. Modern Metals palette. It's gorgeous. I love how it's kind of like a mix of warm and cool tones. So I'm gonna be using probably both of these today and just kind of see what I come up with. I actually already primed my lids and I set with the NYX Grind palette and I use like that light sort of like soft peach color. So I'm gonna just take that camel soft brown and I'm gonna be running that in my crease. And I'm gonna be using this brush. This is from Collab. It's from that Collab makeup brand from Sally's Beauty Supply, which is a line that actually a bunch of YouTubers collabed to create, and I actually really like it. You guys know their translucent powder is my jam. So I'm gonna just take that color and just run it in the crease. Last time I did a chit chat get ready with me, it was like, I think 45 minutes long, close to an hour. That was the longest video of my life that I ever filmed. I honestly didn't think that I was gonna get the responses that I did from you guys. Like, I got so many comments and so much interaction in that video, and I was just so surprised. I was so happy that you guys really enjoyed it. So I was like, okay, I gotta keep doing long videos. And I know not everybody likes long videos, so I try to do a mix on my channel of like, you know, my videos are never short. I don't personally, even me, I don't even like super short videos. Like if I see a video that's like 3 minutes, I'm like, why? I want at least like a 10 to 15 minute video. But anyways, yeah, so my videos, I try to keep them, a lot of them are long, but I try to keep some of them like medium length, you know what I'm saying? This color is really pigmented and I'm gonna build it up. So anyways, yeah, I was just really happy with that response, and I was just going on a rant about a bunch of different things in that video, and I actually have still been getting questions because in that video, if you haven't watched it, by the way, I'll link it down below, but I was going on like a Morphe rant. But long story short, they finally refunded me my money back for the Vault collections that I purchased. It took a long time. I had to contact them and call them because they weren't doing it, and I had sent the product back and it took them over 2 weeks to refund, but they finally did. And yeah, definitely a lesson learned. Okay, I'm gonna use a Beauty by Rosita blending brush. What kind of look do I want to do? I don't even know. I'm gonna go into the e.l.f. palette and I'm gonna be using kind of like that soft, it's actually not soft, it's like a darker sort of red brown color. I'm gonna just work that on the outer part, kind of gonna take that shade in the same exact spot where I applied the previous color. I'm just not gonna bring it in so far towards the lid. I really like e.l.f. eyeshadows. I have a few of their eyeshadows and I really, really like them. I love e.l.f. in general. I remember when I first discovered e.l.f., I was a sophomore in high school and I ordered some stuff online, and it was like the first time that I had ever used a credit card online, because at the time, like, I felt like online shopping wasn't really as big as it is now, and I remember I was so scared that like people were gonna like take money off of my card and everything. I just remember like my first order from e.l.f. It's crazy. Anyways, I wanted to share with you guys something that was really cool that recently happened. I shared it with you on Instagram and I was just like so grateful for this experience and the opportunity, and I was just so happy. So I had to share it with you guys because I know not everybody follows me on social media, or some of you guys don't have social media, which is totally fine. But 2 weeks ago, I went to Memphis, Tennessee to visit St. Jude's Children's Hospital. And by the way, I just want to mention, because I know everybody has always speculations about things that go on, like when it comes to events and where YouTubers go and everything, but I just want to flat out say that none of us were paid to go to St. Jude. Those of us who were invited, it was just like a complimentary trip, you know, everything was included, but we were not paid. I don't want you guys to think anything of it, because us going there, it was genuine. It was literally us just wanting to experience everything. So I just have to put that out there. But yeah, I've never really been down south besides going to Florida, but like when it comes to like Tennessee, actually Mississippi, me and Hector always talk about wanting to go to these states, because like I don't ever hear anybody talking about them. Like I live here in Pennsylvania, and I feel like the only states that I ever really hear about are like Texas, California, New Jersey, and like Florida. But other than that, I don't hear about a lot of other states, and I've always said to Hector, like, I want to go to states that nobody talks about. So we went there 2 weeks ago. It was a really quick trip. It was like 2 days. We went there on a Wednesday, got back on a Friday, but it was such a cool experience. I've heard of St. Jude before, and my dad has actually been donating to them for years. I remember being like a little girl and seeing the postcard in the mail from St. Jude, and he would always donate. So it was really cool to kind of be able to go there and see, and I will insert some footage and photos and stuff throughout this video. There were some things that I wasn't allowed to film, so I don't have like a ton of footage, just because like obviously when you're at the hospital, you have to follow like HIPAA and everything, you know, patient confidentiality. So there was only certain things that we could do. I had to keep doing my makeup. I'm gonna go in really quick. I'm gonna try to, like I said, talk and show you guys what I'm using. I'm gonna use the blue brown shade in the NYX palette. So the first day that me and Hector got there, we didn't really do anything with St. Jude. We just like kind of got settled in. We stayed at the Peabody Hotel, which was amazing. They had like ducks, and it was just like one of the fanciest hotels that I personally have ever been to. I really enjoyed it there. And so we got there, we kind of just got settled at first. You know, we ate at this place called Imagine Vegan Cafe. It was delicious. It was kind of like vegan southern soul food. Like it was just amazing. I'll insert pictures of that. I ate a lot, okay? But when I got back, I was going hard at the gym because I ate a lot, more than what I should have, but it was so good, and I knew it was like a once in a lifetime type of thing. I don't know when I'm ever going to be able to go back to Tennessee, so we made the most of it. So the Thursday that we were there is actually when we got the tour of the hospital. It was beautiful. It was so colorful. They had paintings everywhere. It was like literally the most happy hospital I've ever been to. I hate going to hospitals. It just gives me the worst anxiety. It makes me just sad, and I hate the smell of it, but this vibe was just so different. Even Hector, he was like, oh my gosh, I wish I could be a nurse here, because Hector wants to go back to school for nursing. It was also really sad though, you know, obviously seeing, you know, some of the patients, I was like holding back tears because I'm a really emotional person, and but I love all the people there. They're all smiling and happy. It just feels like, wow, like this feels really nice. It doesn't feel like a hospital. So one of the things that I personally never knew, and it was something that I really never looked into because I never thought that this could actually happen, but St. Jude, like all the patients that go there, they don't have to pay for anything. Everything is included. Travel expenses, food, treatment, everything is included. I personally didn't know that they depended on donations from people to keep the hospital running. Me and Hector were doing like the calculations, and they like were telling us about it too, but it literally takes billions of dollars a year just to keep that hospital going. And to me, that's just insane, but I love the fact that they don't charge anything to the patients, and that when they come there, they don't have to worry about that. Because I can just only imagine the stress that the parents and the children are going through, like just dealing with this life-threatening disease, and just for them to not have to worry about payments and all that, I think that means a lot. Honestly, I wish that all hospitals were like that. I mean, I know realistically it can't happen probably, because that, you know, that's hard to be able to get donations from people. That stood out to me the most, and I feel like a lot of us, like all the other YouTubers who were there, we were just like, wow. I'm sure a lot of people didn't know that. I mean, at least I didn't. I don't think that anybody else knew. I don't know. Like I said, I've heard of St. Jude before, but I never knew that that was a big part of their mission. So I like genuinely really appreciated that. So if you guys do want to, there's absolutely no pressure, but there will be a link in my description box so you guys can donate. Every dollar will make a difference. I'm actually going to be donating as well. I want to do something really generous. I really stand by their mission and what they do and how they treat their patients and the patients' families, and I just really love everything about the hospital. Like I think it's amazing. So, and I wish that more people and more hospitals were like that. And there were a lot of YouTubers actually there. Some of them I had never like seen before, and some of them I'm like, oh, I've seen you on Instagram before, I've watched your videos, but I didn't want to be creepy because like I'm a very, like I told you guys before, I'm a very awkward person, and I'm not really good at like communicating with people and being like, hey, oh my god, I absolutely love your videos. Like I feel like that's just not me. Back when I was younger, I feel like I kind of could do that. Like I would fangirl over people, but now I'm fangirling in my mind. I'm not really doing it in person just because I feel so awkward. With like all the drama that has been going on in the beauty community within the past like month and a half or so, it was really nice to be able to come together all as one and be able to experience this really positive thing and to bring awareness to St. Jude. So I really, really loved it. Oh my gosh, and I cannot believe I almost forgot to share with you guys also. So we got a tour, we did everything in the hospital that Thursday. Some of us got to actually have some studio time and do makeovers on some of the patients. I know one YouTuber worked on one of the patients' mom. I was honestly super nervous. I was skeptical about even wanting to do it, not because I didn't want to do it, but because I'm nervous because I don't do makeup on other people anymore. I used to, and I used to actually at one point want to be a freelance makeup artist and do makeup for weddings and prom and stuff like that, but I haven't done that for years because I just feel like I'm not that good at it, honestly. I think I definitely do better makeup on myself versus other people. But when the girl from St. Jude told me like, would you be interested in doing one of the patients' makeover, I was like, I can't say no. Like, you know, I'm gonna just try my best and just do it and, you know, hope for the best. So I ended up doing, and I posted a picture of her on my Instagram and she said it was okay. I asked her and everything before. She had the cutest accent. Like first of all, Hector and I are obsessed with accents. Like the Southern accent, I love. I think it's adorable. And it's funny because she didn't think, I gotta keep getting ready. She didn't think that she had an accent, obviously, because she's from down there. So to her, it's probably normal. I'm like in my head, like, okay, I told her that her accent was cute and she's probably like in her head like, this girl's crazy because I don't have an accent, but to her I probably have an accent, which I thought was funny. Yeah, so I did her makeup and I really enjoyed it. Actually, it wasn't as like awkward as I thought it was going to be, just because like I said, I'm a really awkward person, so I was trying to just kind of go with the flow and, you know, just have fun with it. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. When it comes to doing makeup for people, I really don't do it anymore unless it's like for a special cause like this, or if I'm doing it for friends or family, I don't mind. But when it comes to like doing prom and weddings and stuff, I don't do any of that. This shimmer is not as pigmented as what I thought it was gonna be from this NYX palette. I'm not digging this look that I'm doing. I don't know, I'm kind of just bored. Okay, let's try something different. I'm gonna jump into the e.l.f. palette and I'm gonna be picking up a little bit of this purple shade right on the end, and I'm going to be applying that in my crease. We were like, oh my gosh, I wish we could stay longer because, you know, it was really nice. Tennessee, like I really enjoyed it. I would honestly definitely go back to St. Jude. Like I really loved my time there. I would have loved to like interact even with more people, but our time there was just so limited, you know what I'm saying? I'm also going to be taking a little bit of this deeper blue just because I kind of want to play with that, and I'm going to do a little bit of that on the outer crease. The colors are pigmented so far in this NYX palette. I'm not obsessed with this shimmer that I used. I thought it was going to be like super vibrant. I even wet my brush and I'm just like not feeling it. Like it's just not as like vibrant and intense as what I thought. And like for like a $25 palette like this, I definitely expected more. I'm trying to think of like what else I want to share with you guys, but that was like the main like biggest thing that went on in my life. I have a pretty boring life. Right now I want to give actually a huge shout out to my friend Kelly Strack, because she actually is the one that got me in contact with the lady from St. Jude who like was organizing this event and everything, and if it wasn't for Kelly, I wouldn't have been able to go. Thank you, Kelly. I don't know if she's watching this, but I really appreciate it because they had contacted her, she told me, and they were looking for like another YouTuber to go, and she mentioned me, and I just thought that was really sweet because I mean, she didn't really have to do that, but I was just so grateful that she did. It's really hard to come by really genuinely nice people nowadays. Like it's rare, like not just people like on YouTube, but just in your everyday life. I'm gonna try to intensify this shimmer on my lid. Let's try to go in with my finger. It's kind of hard when you have nails on. Ugh, don't mind my nails, by the way. I'm actually getting them done right after this video because it is much needed. Yeah, this shimmer is like basically non-existent. Like you can see it, but like I said, it's not like wet and metallic like what I thought it was gonna be. I'm so excited to get my nails done because I got my nails done about like right before I left actually for Tennessee, and I hated them. I even tweeted it and you guys were like, let me see a picture, and I didn't even want to post a picture just because I really did not like my nails. I think it was just like the shape and the length of them. They were a little bit like shorter than what I wanted, and the shape was just not really what I liked. Like I told her that I wanted them coffin shape, but I didn't want them too skinny, but I didn't want them too square, and I felt like they were a little bit too square for me. Definitely first world problems, but yeah, I'm just really excited to get them redone. I don't know about this look. I already know that some people are gonna be like, you do the same looks over and over again, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, but I like to do what I feel comfortable with. I'm going to highlight my brow bone with the color in the e.l.f. palette. Wow, that's really pigmented. I feel like hopefully, at least in today's case, but a lot of times my makeup won't look the best like when I initially first apply it. Sometimes at the end, everything comes together and it looks a little bit better. I'm gonna try out another shimmer in this NYX palette because I just wanna see what it's all about. I'm gonna go in with this like sort of champagne color and I'm gonna spray my brush. I'm gonna kind of apply that on the center. Why are these not like really metallic? Like, is it just me? Something else that I totally like forgot to talk about, my mind is just like all over the place. I'm like trying to think of like the trip and what I did. We also went to, which I also didn't know that this was a thing. It was called the Target House and it was like close to the hospital and it's basically just like a facility where families can go who are getting like long-term care for like the patients, and their families can go and they can stay there. They're kind of like, the best way for me to describe it, they're like mini little apartment. Like they have a little kitchen, a room, a living area, and it's like basically like a dorm, but 10 times better than a dorm. It's kind of like apartment style dorming, but it's really, really nice. So I'll insert some clips of that as well. Again, I don't know any hospital that does stuff like that. If there are any and that I'm not aware of, please let me know down below because I'm really curious. Hopefully the lashes will bring this look together. I'm gonna go in with the V Rose Beauty Faux Mink Lashes, and these are in the style Cali. I love these lashes, they're beautiful, and I really like V Rose Beauty. I've tried their lashes before, but I've never tried this style, so look really, really pretty. Oh, by the way, I should have probably addressed this first because I know somebody's gonna be wondering like, girl, why is your face so white compared to your body? I just self-tanned before this video, finally. And I use Loving Tan, by the way. I actually have on the 2 Hour Express in dark. I will link it down below. I didn't know until recently that they're sold actually at Ulta. I thought they were just from their website. So you can get Loving Tan at Ulta now, which I think is amazing. And by the way, somebody is mowing the lawn outside right now. All right, so for primer today, I'm gonna be using the Pretty Vulgar Detox and Chill Primer. It just looks like this. Packaging is gorgeous. Oh, it feels really like water. Like it feels really liquidy. Wow, the skin feels really soft. I wanted to address also, I've been getting so many questions about me vlogging, and I'm really sorry that I haven't been vlogging. I don't really have a big excuse or anything for you guys. I just haven't been in the mood to vlog. There's sometimes things that go on behind the scenes that I don't like to talk about on the internet, and I don't like to vlog when I'm just not feeling myself or when I'm not happy, because a lot of you guys tell me that you come to my channel to kind of escape or just to like hang out with me, you know, and just talk about makeup and beauty. And then when I do vlogs, it's kind of just like follow me around type things, but I don't like to be like, hey guys, what's up? Like today I don't really feel good. You know, like I like to be happy when I vlog. And I've been really focusing a lot of my time on my beauty channel, this channel, because this channel is my main priority. It's my #1, it's my baby, and I have to take care of it. And by the way, this primer feels really nice. It's really like cooling and it feels really soft on the skin. I really, really like that. I'm going in with the Becca Skin Love Weightless Blur Foundation. I picked this up in my Ulta haul, and I have this one in the shade Tan, which hopefully will match me right now since I am pretty tan. I'm gonna use my e.l.f. sponge, which you guys know I'm obsessed with. Oh yeah, I think this is gonna match me. Oh yeah, I think it is. It feels really nice. My face is so cooling right now and it feels really hydrated, but like not oily. I think I really like that primer so far, the way that it feels. This foundation says it's infused with Glow Nectar Brightening Complex. I cannot talk. So this foundation has vitamin C, cold pressed avocado and melon blend, and bitter ginger. It looks really good. Right now my expectations are pretty high because that Makeup Revolution new foundation is like the bomb diggity. Oh, but this one looks really good too. It has really, really nice coverage, like as you can see. It's blending out really nice. It's really creamy. And it looks really natural. I'm actually breaking out a little bit on my forehead. I think it's because I'm getting my period, because I normally don't break out on my forehead. When I used to get a lot of breakouts in high school, it used to be on my cheeks a lot, especially this side. Oh, another thing, speaking of vlogging, I'm all over the place in this video. Every single time I do Chit Chat Get Ready With Me, when I am editing, I'm like, Jasmine, you are so annoying. I've been getting questions about if I'm going to be doing Vlogmas, and I actually am going to be doing Vlogmas. I did it last year and I really actually loved it. And it's basically, for those of you who don't know, when you vlog every single day for the month of December. But I might be traveling in December for a week. So I'm thinking that Vlogmas might kind of be some days a little bit backed up for me, just because I don't know yet, but I might be traveling to Guatemala actually, but I'm not sure yet. It's not definite, but I'm thinking I'm going to be going with my mom and like my immediate family. But again, I'm not really sure, and we're thinking about going towards the end of December, which would still be considered Vlogmas, and I just don't know how that's going to be with me like filming and editing and trying to get vlogs up when I'm out there. I don't know. But anyways, I'll keep you guys posted once that gets closer. Okay, for concealer, I have the Cover FX Power Play Concealer, and I have this one in the shade G Medium 3. I heard this is like super full coverage, which I'm excited for because I love me some good full coverage. But there we go. This is what it looks like. Really cute packaging. It's really different. It kind of has like this circle sort of like rounded tip. I like the fact that this foundation matches my self-tan shade right now. I've tried the Power Play foundation and I wasn't a huge fan of it. So far, honestly though, the NYX palette wasn't too impressing. I really like the mattes that I use, but the shimmers, not my jam. Okay, I'm gonna blend out the inner corner of my eyes because sometimes with the sponge I can't really get in this part. So I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush to kind of get right in the inner corners and blend it out. I'm sorry I keep looking down. I just wanna make sure that I am still recording. I also will be doing a video. I'm thinking about putting it up on my vlog channel on like my filming setup and more tips and tricks on starting a YouTube channel. Every single day I get at least a couple of messages of people asking me how to start a YouTube channel, what equipment should I get, so I feel like if I do a whole dedicated video on everything, it'll be helpful. And I've done videos, I think I did 2 videos already in the past on like how to start a YouTube channel and everything, but I will do like an updated version and I'll show you guys like my setup, which is nothing like spectacular. It's actually really basic, but for now it works. For powder, I know this is not new. I've had this in my drawer for forever and I always forget to use it. This is the Huda Beauty Banana Bread powder. It just looks like this, and I don't know, like I said, I never know anything with drama. Every time something with drama is going on, I have to literally Google it because I never know what's happening. Some people were saying that this is like a copy of like the Beauty Bakery cosmetics. I really honestly don't know. I've been wanting to order, by the way, also because I've also been getting so many requests about Beauty Bakery and doing a video with their products. A lot of the stuff that I want is actually sold out all the time, so I've been like stalking their website and waiting for certain things to restock so that I can make a huge order to make a video on their products. So that is coming. I have a whole list of videos to do, which I'm really excited for. Yeah, this is definitely scented. I can smell it. It's really hard, like the sifter doesn't take out a lot of product, which I guess it's good so you don't waste a lot of it, but like you have to really like try really hard to get the product out. I specifically tried to grab products and try to look through what I had so that it wasn't all drugstore makeup products, because in my last drugstore makeup tutorial, which first of all, I don't really like to address like hate that I get. All of you guys are super positive, and for the most part, I would say like 90% of you love my videos and you enjoy, and then there's always like that 10% that's probably always clicking on my videos just to dislike. I know there's always going to be negative people, but I just had to address this because I thought it was kind of funny in a way, that there were some people, let me finish up my lower lash line. There were some people in my last drugstore tutorial complaining that I do too many drugstore videos, and some people were like, I'm so bored with your drugstore videos. And I'm like, hold on, wait. Sometimes I go on people's pages on YouTube and people are complaining on other people's videos that they do too much high-end stuff and they want to see drugstore stuff. But then now I'm like, I'm doing too much drugstore? I'm like, I didn't think that was possible, because it's like, who doesn't like to save money? And I understand some people's perspectives on drugstore videos and having a mix. I feel like I have a realistic mix on my channel. I know that the majority of my videos are drugstore. I've done some stuff like where I do Sephora hauls or I'm testing new makeup from Sephora, but to be quite honest with you guys, I feel like a lot of my audience, you guys, enjoy my drugstore stuff more. So that's what I try to do more of. That's why I do a lot of drugstore videos, and not just for YouTube, like just in my everyday life. I've said it before, but I use a lot of drugstore makeup products. That's what I go to. That's what I started out with. And I will splurge on some high-end makeup once in a while. I get some stuff sent to me in PR that's high-end. A lot of the times though, I will include that stuff in giveaways just because I have so much makeup that sometimes I'm like, I feel like it's very unfair of me, and sometimes I feel even guilty to keep expensive makeup when the majority of the time I prefer to use drugstore stuff anyway, so I'd rather just give it away. I've noticed also that sometimes when I do high-end stuff on my channel, I have people telling me like, please go back to doing drugstore. I feel like in a way, which I know it's always gonna happen, I can't please everybody, and there's always gonna be somebody or some people who just aren't happy. But just know that I'm trying. I do try to switch it up and do things that are different on my channel, but for the most part, a lot of my audience, like I said, you guys enjoy drugstore videos. I love drugstore videos, and I'm sorry if you don't, and that's what all of us here for the most part enjoy. So if you don't, I suggest you unsubscribe, because the drugstore videos are not going anywhere. Sorry. I'm not gonna completely just do a lot of high-end stuff, because at the end of the day also that's not me. I hope you understand. I hope that makes sense, like what I'm trying to say. I get kind of nervous addressing hate and stuff like that, as I never know how people are gonna react in the comments, but I'm doing my best. Just apply some lower lash mascara. I think I want to do some nude on my waterline, because I feel like nude pencils always kind of bring the look together. This one's from Essence. Okay, do you guys see this mirror? That's what happens every single time I film. But yeah, I will continue to make an effort to keep testing out more high-end makeup. Like I said, it will kind of be in the mix of everything else that I do. And there are some really great high-end makeup products as well that I really like, that I've talked about before, that I think are worth it. Oh man, I hate when that happens. I just got mascara on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and bronze. I have two different contouring palettes. I have this one from Found Beauty, which is a brand at Walmart. It just looks like this. I think I'm gonna do that on one side of my face. And then I have this Kevin Aquan palette, which is beautiful. And this was actually sent to me in PR. Look at how gorgeous that is. I love it. And you get this nice big mirror, which is nice. I love it. And you get two highlights, a blush, which the blush, and then we get some contour shades right here. So I'm going to use this on one side and the other one on the other side. So I'm going to start off with the Kevin Aquan one, and I'm going to be kind of mixing just all three of the shades in here. And I'm using a Profusion powder brush. These are really cool tone shades, which I normally don't go for cool tones because I feel like they just don't complement my skin tone personally. You see, it looks kind of ashy. Yeah, they're very ashy tone. And even like right now, my self tan is very warm. I'm gonna go in with the Found Beauty one on the other side. I'm gonna use a different brush. What is that? Why does it look like that? Okay, I'll be back. I gotta get a different bronzer. I don't really like this. Okay, I wiped off that mascara and I tried to fix it, but it doesn't look that great. Whatever, it happens. What I should have did was went in with something warm first and then used that to contour. I don't know why I bronzed my face with a really cool tone shade. I never do that and I shouldn't have done that. So that's my bad. But I'm gonna just go in with a Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer in Queensland, which I talked about in my last video, which was my September favorites. So I'm gonna just take this and just bronze the skin, and hopefully this will help and change this look, because I don't like cool tones on me. For blush, I have this e.l.f. Modern Metals blush palette. I'm gonna use this for both blush and highlighter today. Let me just go in with all three shades. Let me just do like a little bit of all of them, kind of just mix. And I'm using an LA Girl 103 brush. Oh, that's pretty. It's like a really natural flush on the cheeks. Like it looks like I'm blushing. I like it. It's pretty. This one looks really peachy right here. I don't know if I really want to use that today. It's like kind of summery. I think I'm gonna go, but this one's kind of dark. But let's mix the two. I think I'm gonna mix the shade right here in the middle with this one right over here. I'm gonna use my Do Care highlighting brush from I will say this e.l.f. palette is very natural. Like if you are a natural everyday girl, you just want like, you know, an everyday palette. I feel like it's pretty. It's not gonna be super intense, you know, but for like an everyday basis, I feel like it would be nice. What else could I do? I think I'm gonna add some brow bone or some inner corner highlight. Oh, also, I'm having a giveaway right now on my Instagram. If you guys have not entered it, go check it out. It ends on Sunday, so you have some time. And I know not everybody has Instagram, but I like to do giveaways kind of everywhere. I've done them on this channel before. I've done them on my vlog channel. There will be plenty more giveaways coming very soon, especially around the holidays. I want to do like, I don't know, I want to do something different, but just be on the lookout. More giveaways are coming. Oh, I think this is going to be another like hour-long get ready with me because I just am all over the place. And I keep just getting random thoughts in my mind and I'm like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, but no, seriously, because I've been getting some questions too, because in my last Get Ready With Me, I told you guys that I had to go to the dermatologist to get a skin tag removed, like on my nipple area, and I got it removed. It wasn't that painful. It probably took like not even a minute. So she like took the syringe and she like, I don't know all the details, but she like numbed the area. That was the most painful part because I'm kind of a big baby with needles. It was like a pinch. I could just like kind of like a bee sting, but a little bit harder than that. And then she just like cut it off. I didn't even watch it because I hate watching needles, and I was just like this the whole time. Like it was really painless, and I don't have it anymore, and there's no scar, and I have my nipple back with no scar, no skin tag, nothing, which I'm happy about. So if you have any skin tags, I would just go get them removed at your dermatologist. It's really painless. I mean, it's not painless, but it's not as bad as what some people were telling me. So the final thing I'm gonna do are my lips, and I have a bunch of different lip colors and I don't know which one to use. I have these from e.l.f. which I kind of want to try, that came with the collection. One is the gloss in the shade, it doesn't have a name, but it's just like a glitter gloss, and the other one is a matte liquid lipstick. And again, this one doesn't, why don't these have names on them? I don't know. But this is like the collection, what it looks like. So this doesn't really match, I feel like, with the eye look. Like my eyes are very cool tone, but I kind of want to just use it. And I also have a vampy lip from Found Beauty. Okay, I'm going to use both just to see what they look like. I'm going to start off with this one from e.l.f. I'll leave the name down below because it doesn't have a name on the tube. Oh my god. That's orange. I love e.l.f. liquid lipsticks, and I actually love their applicator, but this picked up a lot of product. Okay, I clearly suck at doing my lips. I don't know why I was so aggressive when I just did that just now. I'm usually a lot more not aggressive. I think this is the perfect fall color. I've actually tried e.l.f. liquid lipsticks. It's one of my favorite drugstore formulas, and I really, really like it. I find that the best way to use these is to not layer them, because if you layer them with most liquid lipsticks, if you do too many layers, they're gonna crumble. So one good layer and you're good to go. They're really nice. I love them. This color is gorgeous. I'm gonna top it with this gloss just because I want to use it today, and I'm probably gonna try out a different lip color that I have. It's also drugstore, so let's just go over top and see what happens. Ooh, I also really like e.l.f. glosses too. Ooh, this has like a lot of gold glitter in it, but it's like not gritty on the lips. It feels still really smooth, which I like. Oh, that's pretty. I like it. I actually like the way that looks with the lip. Like it's gorgeous. Okay, so I have this matte liquid lipstick kit from Found Beauty. It's in the shade Wine, and I think I'm gonna use this today. I got this at Walmart. Okay, just like already this lip liner feels extremely dry. And it just broke. Fabulous. Aw, this is not that opaque. It looks like you have to build it up. I feel like it would be a really pretty color, but it's not really super vampy. Like, do you see compared to the tube? I'm gonna have to like, I feel like keep layering it to see if it'll get darker. I also want to use this from Hard Candy. It's their Just Glow Body Luminizer, because since I self-tan, I feel like it would look really pretty. So I'm gonna apply some on my chest and see what happens. The only shimmer that I've really tried is the one from Loving Tan. They have like a body shimmer, and that one's really pretty. So I don't know, I don't have too much experience with stuff like this. Oh, by the way, I'm using a Sigma 3HD Max Kabuki brush to blend this in. I'm gonna just let that dry, and the last thing I'm gonna do is just set my makeup, and I'm gonna use the Found Beauty Dewy Makeup Setting Spray. The spritzer on that is really, really nice. It actually, when you spray it, you kind of, I should have sprayed before I put this on, but when you spray it, it kind of smells like just regular setting spray, like something from Urban Decay. So I am gonna put on some jewelry. I'm gonna let my camera charge for a little bit, and then I'll be right back and we'll finish off this video, which is probably like an hour long. So I'll see you guys in 1 second. All right guys, I'm back. Okay, so I had to wipe off that matte liquid lipstick because I ended up layering it and it was just very splotchy, dry. It was crumbling everywhere, all over my life. So I wiped it off, and I wiped off some of the foundation around my mouth. So that is why it looks like that. So I apologize that you have to look at this. I filmed an outro with the other lip color that I had on. I'm gonna just insert a little clip over top of this just to show you guys how bad that lip color looks. That's awful, like complete awful matte liquid lip color. One of the worst that I've ever tried. It's dry, it cracks on my lips, it's blotchy, it doesn't layer well, which I know most liquid lipsticks don't layer well, but I'm just really disappointed in that because I think that lip kit was more than $10 at Walmart, which I don't mind spending that if the product is good, you know, and that one is just awful. So I had to wipe that off because it was disgusting, and I wanted to refilm the outro because I didn't want you guys to look at it because it was just not cute. But all in all, I had a lot of good products and a lot of products that I really wasn't too impressed with. So just to give you guys a little bit of a rundown on everything. So the face makeup I actually really like. The contour shades, like I told you guys earlier, they were just way too cool tone for me, so I'll have to keep using them along with my warm tone shades that I already normally use in my collection, just because me and cool tones, we don't mix. I need a little bit of warmth in there. I had really high hopes with this palette. I still have the box right here. I put most of my makeup away because I didn't think I was gonna do my outro again, but I had to because I didn't want you guys to look at the lip color. This palette, I thought it was gonna be really good. The shimmers are so lackluster, barely pigmented. I'm gonna keep playing with the palette, obviously, because I didn't use all of the colors in it, but it wasn't really what I expected. The e.l.f. palette was good. Again, it's something that I have to keep using just because I didn't use all of the colors in there. I will tell you guys, I am obsessed with these lashes. They're beautiful. So for this e.l.f. palette, like when I first applied it, I was like, the highlights seem a little bit powdery, but now that everything is sunken into my skin, I feel like everything looks really beautiful. I love how natural the palette is. I feel like this is gonna be really good for like those everyday makeup looks where you want to be pretty and glowy, but you still want to have like that radiant looking skin. I also really love the Becca foundation with the Cover FX concealer that I use. I know that I probably look oily, but I think it's that Found Beauty Dewy makeup spray that I use that's making me look like this, because I'm not oily. Like if you touch my face, it doesn't feel oily at all. It's just kind of like dewy from that setting spray. So it is dewy from what I see. The Huda Beauty powder I also really like. I like the way my makeup looks. It looks really smooth. Like if you look at me up close, like my pores and everything, it just looks really smooth, and I'm living for it. And I did take a photo with flash on my iPhone just to see if there was going to be any white cast with the Huda Beauty powder, and there wasn't, so double thumbs up for that. And the last thing I want to talk about is this Hard Candy Glow Luminizer that I used. It feels super sticky, and I honestly don't love it. Like it's pretty, but I hate stuff that makes me feel sweaty and just like very uncomfortable. It's just not my vibe. So let me know if you guys have any experiences with body luminizers and how they feel. The only one that I really used was from Loving Tan, and I feel like that one is not nearly as sticky as this, especially since it's been like over an hour since I've been wearing it on my chest. It still feels very sticky, so let me know. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. I hope this was helpful. I know it's a first impression and a lot of people hate first impressions, but I will leave my thoughts with these products down below and how everything wears, and I'll keep you updated, of course, in future videos on these products. Thank you all for everything. I appreciate you guys, and thank you once again to St. Jude for the awesome experience. Hector and I are so grateful. Please subscribe to my channel before you leave if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in a few days in my next video. Bye.